Hi, cities. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. And thank you all so much for the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. White women are really doing, they are working so hard to make sure that their names are heard. And I really do not understand why they are, gallivanting around. Number one is that you people made a decision that you are going to vote for this person, which works for you people. We are not complaining and we are not even bothered as it stands. How come you all decided to come back and you all are lying that people that look like me are coming out for Southern women? Coming for them as how? I mean, is there any money you people are sharing that will make people wake up and start coming to your side to look for what? I mean, I am not sure there is anything of educational value that you all are going to render to people that look like me, right? This election was something that they woke up back in the like a long time ago and told you, we know that we are working towards, democracy and all that. And you all better join in it because it's going to favor everybody. Majority of you came out and said, yeah, we are going with you. We are going to work with you, right? Sincerely speaking, they knew already that you all were not going to work with them. And in the end, it happened the way they said it. Because you are always like, Black women are going to save democracy. But this time around, the democracy has ended. Nobody is saving anything. But then I am going to say, leave Black women out of your mouth. Because I see them looking for a way to call you people. You all are looking for a way to be in everybody's business because that is what you all love so much. Let's get into this video.
Southern women, we have been summoned, okay? And it is time for us to start our counter 4B movement called the Around and Find Out movement. Now, I am not the Etsy type, and I think that these 4B women are learning the hard way that they should have probably asked about us before coming for us, but it's too little too late, okay? They have woken the beast that usually stays all the way up out the way, is non-problematic, and just stays in our little Appalachia home, okay? But they've summoned us. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the Around and Find Out movement. We're going to have green bracelets because we are a walking green flag, not a walking blue-haired red flag, okay? And we're going to unite. And it goes without saying, honey, we all ride at dawn, but don't worry, we will be home in time from the Molly Wapization that's about to happen, in time to get the casserole and the bread out of the oven. Our counter 4B movement called the Around and Find Out movement.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when white women center themselves. Why is this woman talking about the FAFO movement? Number one, is the cool new hip thing that the kids are saying. Number two, it started from a lie. A woman on this social media application got her ass in front of a camera and a microphone where people can see and hear her, and at her big ass age decided to lie and say that there was a rumor that she heard that they were coming for Southern women that voted for Donald Trump. So what did this lying white woman do? Well, she decided to show off her jogging pants with the Second Amendment holster accessory. That's the weirdest flex I have ever seen. Just get a damn holster that goes underneath your damn bra, for fuck's sake. What are you doing? And she decides to talk about putting on her makeup and she's pulling out rounds and bullshit. Well, in the comment section of that video were a bunch of other white women and some white Southern and white Northern women that decide to show how much they carry and pack in case somebody comes after them. When in actuality, nobody's coming after them because nobody cares about them. This is going to hurt some of their feelings and I don't care. Nobody's thinking about y'all. No one. What you are doing, making these dumbass videos over and over and over again, spreading a lie, is that you're showing once again why even other white women don't want anything to do with you. Why family members and friends that you've known for years are distancing themselves from you because you act like this. This woman started that damn lie and it is now being spread by other white women. And you wonder why black women don't want shit to do with y'all. will not sit and listen to you, do not care what your opinion is. Because y'all do stupid shit like this. You're feeling a kind of way. You wanted to be included in sisterhood. And no, I'm sorry. When you vote against all women, women tend to like remember that and like distance themselves from you. Some of them are related to you. Some of them you've known since high school. But this is a lie. And it is a way to center these special snowflake ass women in a fight. My feelings were hurt because they said they were coming for me. Don't nobody give a fuck about you to come for you. But it was started by a white woman as a lie, and a bunch of other white women have been spreading it. People have searched to try to figure out where this started at. I can tell you where. The same damn woman in that gray ass t-shirt showing off her pew-pews. I wish y'all would fuck around and find out whether or not the shit y'all are talking about is true. If you want to FAFO whether or not you're spreading a lie or misinformation or disinformation. And TikTok just let this shit sit up. Whew. The infection has spread.
Southern women, they fuck around and found out, baby. Not only is our fuck around and find out movement gaining traction, okay? They are realizing what a massive mistake they made by summoning Southern women and getting us out of the cut and off the mountains we live in, baby.
Just need some clarification. Is Missouri in the south? I'm in the southwest corner of Missouri. And I heard you're gonna jump Southern women. I'm originally from Colorado, but I've lived here for 3 years, so
I said, give me one of them Smith and Wesson.
I've seen a couple of videos of people talking about Southern women are going to start being jumped because we voted with the red wave, right?
baby girls, y'all are not ready for this group of Southern women, okay? Y'all forgetting one thing. Not only are we Southern, by the grace of God, but most of us are Gen X.
The lie is currently making its third wave around the world, and the truth just got up to put on its pants after putting on its drawers. And see, this is why white women who want to wear blue bracelets to show that you're not one of them, this is why you want to wear those blue bracelets. This is why you want to separate yourself from them. And this is exactly where accomplices come in. Not allies, accomplices. Every woman that voted against Donald Trump in this past election who want to separate themselves from these women, y'all know somebody just like it. Y'all do. Y'all know a white woman just like this. She's a coworker, girlfriend, high school friend. She's in your family. She's in your friend group. She's in your text group chat right now. Rather than putting on a blue bracelet, why don't you cuss up a blue streak at them for their complete stupidity in believing a lie, for their complete misunderstanding of why women voted against that motherfucker in the first place, about all the things that they fucking did when they did vote for this motherfucker. So you don't have to be in the faces of black and brown and native and indigenous women. You need to be in their faces. Those faces right there, because you're not going to sit up and tell me that these women that made all these dumbass videos and the guys, there are white guys out here, you come for Southern women. Ain't nobody come for your woman, dog. Ain't nobody coming for your woman. Don't nobody give a fuck about your woman. Keep her. But every white woman that did not vote for Donald Trump, y'all know a woman like this.
If you want to truly not be an ally but be an accomplice, it's time for you to confront them right now. Do not wait. Right now. When you see or hear some stupid shit that they just put out, you need to be on their ass. You need to be on their ass like a rash from poison ivy. You need to be on their ass. Why is it the job of black and brown and native and indigenous women to fight these women with this level of stupidity? This is your time. This is your motherfucking time. You mean to tell me none of these women know anybody? Really? Really? I don't know who they are. Get the fuck out of my face. You know them. Some of them are in your family. Some of them are in your family. You gonna walk your ass in the fucking Thanksgiving dinner in 2 weeks with them. You gonna stuff your mouth with potatoes, or you gonna cuss these stupid asses out? That's not our job. That's not black women's job. It's yours. Here's where accomplices distance themselves. You ain't gotta film it. Don't film it. Don't. For whatever you do, do not film it. But what you do is you make a stink. You make a fucking stink. You make a fucking fuss. Become a motherfucking problem. At the table. At the table. Some of these women are your moms. Some of these women are your aunts. Some of these women are your cousins. You're just going to sit at that damn table with them and do nothing when you know this is the type of shit that they're out there doing? Really? Or is this going to be your moment where you finally stand up and go, that's the stupidest, dumbest, non-happening thing I've ever heard of. The fact that you sat there and said that shit is stupid. Don't get mad because women in general are not fucking wanting to find common ground with your dumb ass. You out here saying this stupid shit. This is the part where allies talk, accomplices do. An ally will be all up in our face going, I told my... No. Don't tell me you did it. Don't tell me you did it. Just do it. Be like the Nike commercial and just fucking do it. This is your moment. You will truly show your ass as accomplice? Stop buying blue bracelets. Find your motherfucking friend or your family member that's saying this stupid shit and wear their ass out verbally. If that means you get the fuck up and get the fuck out, you get the fuck up and you get the fuck out. This is your time. We will see.
You know, there is a direct coalition, a direct line between these southern white women who are walking around packing heat because they think somebody's coming after their ass and the disappearance of Jill Stein. A direct line. And that line is this. In the face of true problems, some white women literally cannot be trusted. They can't. They cannot. You will put your faith in them. You will tell them what is at stake. They will look you in the face. And then they will fuck you over. And then either they're going to do one of two things. Jill Stein disappears. Southern white women start talking about all the heat they're packing. There is a direct... Argue with your mama. Don't argue with me. Jill Stein had people hyped the fuck up to vote against their own goddamn best interests. Had them hyped up to vote against their own best interests. And then, when the inevitable happens, the bitch leaves. She will be gone for another 4 fucking years. Because what happens in another 4 years? Donald Trump can't run again, and a Democrat will be fucking running for the White House. Then you will see election cicada Jill fucking Stein once again. All right? White women had the faith of all women, including other white women, that they were going to do the right fucking thing. Not vote in this misogynistic, racist, sexist piece of shit.
White women looked these women in the face, said, fuck y'all, voted against every one of you. And then, when they realized the backlash is happening, they made up a lie. Oh, well, the 4B movement women are coming after us. No, they're not. Tell me you don't know what the fuck 4B means without telling me you don't know what the fuck 4B means. These white women will go first. This is the insidious nature. This is what a lot of black and brown and native and indigenous women are talking about when they talk about white women. This is it. Because when push comes to fucking shove, there are some white women that will always vote against women. Always. And they will lead you down a path that will fuck everyone. And then they will either disappear, Jill Stein, or they will take offense to the fact that they did something that was against all women. I want you to think about that for just a second. Think about it. What was the biggest get for the evangelical Christian conservative movement? Getting the Roe in Roe v. Wade to denounce Roe v. Wade, right? Right? On her deathbed, and if you haven't seen the documentary on her, you really need to, because this is a spoiler alert. On her deathbed, she says she did it for the money. She did it for the money. She would have said anything these people told her to say. In other words, she was looking out for her goddamn self. And because of that, the evangelical Christian conservative movement was emboldened. And now Roe v. Wade is overturned. She don't give a shit. She was about to die. And she even said it in the documentary. Please, it's on YouTube. Not YouTube. It's on Hulu. Please go watch it. She even said it. She was playing these people. But you're also playing every other fucking woman that comes behind you. Had you done the right thing, there's no way in hell you would have taken that money. But she didn't. And that is a direct line. A white woman like Jill Stein knows for a motherfucking fact she will never have a bomb dropped on her. She knows this. So she has nothing to lose by getting people whose families have bombs dropping on them to vote against their best interest. Literally, vote against their best interest. And from there, when the inevitable happens, Jill Stein realizes she will never have to feel any of it. So what does she do? She disappears. Same thing with these Karens running around here talking about people coming after them. It's because they voted against these women. They know they did. They know they did. They know they voted against every woman in America. But rather than them slinking off into the shadows, now they're feeling the pinch. Now women are not coming to their brunches or not hanging out with them or breaking friendships and relationships that they've had for decades. Now they feel a kind of way. So now they have to center themselves as the victim, even though they were the perpetrator of what happened to all women. There was a direct line. I'm telling you, there's a direct line. The fact that Jill Stein still, almost 2 weeks after this election, has not said one damn thing in the face of people like Mike Huckabee being nominated to be the ambassador to Israel and literally mislabeling Gaza and the West Bank. Where's Jill Stein? Her work is done. Her work is done. She's hoping in 4 years you will forget what she did the last time so that she can pop her ass out of the damn ground like she always does. When the European version of the Green Party says, Jill, step down. There's too much to risk with you running. And she doesn't listen. I'm telling you this. It's the same thing. This is where you see the two types of answers from white women when something they do affects every woman. They either hide, Jill Stein, or they try to center themselves as the victim, which is all these Southern Karens talking about Second Amendments. And think about this. The Southern Karens are saying this about a 4B movement. In other words, they're spreading more disinformation. More disinformation. Because they're not going to research what the fuck the 4B movement is. They're just going to hear it and go, oh, these women are coming after me. Let me make myself a victim. Same thing with Jill Stein. Same thing. Same thing, fam. Same thing. And how is she doing it? By not answering a single fucking question. By not standing on what she said and what she did. I'm telling you, there is a direct line between Jill Stein's actions every election and this Karen brigade coming out, talking about people coming after them. The same goddamn thing. There, in the two of them, you see how a lot of white women operate. And this is why even white women are telling these two types of women to shut the fuck up. Because it does nothing. It hurts more than just their little base, but they never have to deal with it. Or at least they think they don't.
I am never the first on a trend or a sign-up sheet, but I must be the first Southern woman that y'all jump. I have to be. Baby, I'm...
If you've never seen my exhausted face, behold. I swear to Christ, I don't know what kind of parallel universe I live in now. 54% of YT women voted for a president who had been convicted of SA. And now they're doing videos inviting people to jump them in the parking lot at TJ Maxx. When was the last time you saw a black woman doing that? Oddly enough, black women don't tend to vote against their own best interest and then invite people to beat them up afterwards. But I guess some of you feel there's so little drama in your life you have to invite some. I just think it's a little more than ironic that the people who voted to keep you safe are the same ones you think are going to jump you. That is an odd way to say thank you. YT women, the true source of your power is your imagined victimhood. But then again, that does make it infinitely easier for you to run your mouth incessantly and cosplay at being a badass when all the threats you're facing are works of your own fiction. Speaking of which, 10 out of 10 for your Carolyn Bryant impression. And by the way, I don't expect you to get that. Just to reiterate, you're in no danger of being attacked by the shit you made up. And who would want to take the time to do that anyway? I have a full-time job. There's certain days allotted to me, like 6 days, floating holidays, personal leave. Oddly enough, there isn't one to travel to the South to jump women in parking lots. I mean, I could ask, but it would probably involve a long discussion with HR followed by me filling out my COBRA paperwork. So, not at all worth it. Well, anyway, this has been Doc for Diesel Punk Industries with yet another journey into stupid. Thanks for watching. And as always, Crunchy White, pimp forever.
Very quickly, this is organizing, and this is how they organize. Lifelong collaborators, master manipulators. I know I said the door is closed, but whatever, we can keep talking about it. You have seen them step up in a week post-election using their tried and true tactic. You have this one up here who was crying, saying that, she didn't expect her family to cut her off after she voted for Trump, throwing out the tears, which don't work on me. Even when I see one on my page, in their car crying because, they got a bob and wanted a lob, I just keep scrolling by. We all saw them have their fake crying challenge on this app, 2 years ago. And then you have this one who's on here asking, hey, black woman, what can I do? What can we do to make you feel safe? I talked about this as well. It might even be in my deja vu playlist, but the I'm listening and I'm learning requires us to teach, which is labor. And even as we give our labor and our teaching, they're not there to absorb it or put it into action. They're just there for coverage. They use it to manipulate. It's well, I asked you to teach me, to tell me what we could do, but you don't want to help me anymore. So you know what? I tried. You're on your own. You know what? Whatever happens to you, happens to you. I tried. And whenever I see black women in those fucking comments who are I have an idea, stop. Even when it comes to the 92%, 93% conversation happening on this app, black women have voted 90% and above in the last 3 elections. That is your standard operating procedure. That is not new to us. More importantly, over on Book Talk, you're seeing legacy work at play. There's an organized and uniform response to keep politics out of books. This is my safe space. This is how I escape. This is where I feel comfortable. Keep politics out of it. I saw one, I think it was her, who was my father always said, don't talk about religion, politics, or money. That is ingrained legacy work at play. play. The approved curriculum that you're seeing here, these are the same habits that pushed their way into the education system centuries ago, starting with my ancestors being banned from reading altogether. Any book except their Babylon Bible. They want a comfortable and sanitized academic experience, literary experience, educational experience that is not just geared towards their comfort, but their protection. It is no different than the erasure and the sanitizing of like America's genocide against the indigenous population, against the Black American population that had been erased from their textbooks altogether, reduced to like near a paragraph, near a chapter. It is why there are tons of books and tons of chapters on their lives, on their frontier, and on their prairie, and how they had to survive all the attacks from the savages, even though, again, just natives defending their fucking land. On these topics, I talk about legacy a lot. I talk about the soldiers. These are what the soldiers look like in 2024. This, TikTok, social media, these are their front lines. If this was like 60 years ago, they'd be, behind the barricade throwing rocks at Ruby Bridges. But they adapt generation over generation, but they are still here.
So this is all I got from this video, and I think these people really need to take several seats, because I really don't understand the ignorance that is oozing out from them. Because what in the hell is FAFO, and find out movement? Them and who are doing the movement? Like, who is trying to jump? Like, who really got that time? Some people are really very, like, weird. They are weirdos, The fact that they did not, like, the only reactions they got from people that look like me are just that we are tired, we're not coming out for anybody, you all go do yourselves, right? Which I absolutely support and love, right? For them, they feel like, how come they are not mad enough? Like, I did not see them come out to do some certain things, because, like, how can they just only mad? Like, they are sad that we probably voted for who we voted for. So what are we going to do to, like, get them, like, talk and all that? Sincerely speaking, you all are wasting your time, because, like, what in the nonsense is going on? Like, who really got that time to leave what they are doing to start looking for Southern women? Like, who are you? Like, who are you in particular that will make, iron women? Like, you can imagine seeing beautiful Black women waking up to start looking for some people that are not even worth it to start from what what will they talk to you about? What are you guys going to talk about? Black people are, like, they do not have that kind of time. And the truth is that nobody from anywhere, any group or any this thing on this TikTok said that they are coming for Southern women. Not even a single person has said that. So they woke up and decided to manufacture that kind of fat lie, because you all already know what they know how to do best. They always look for a way to get attention at any particular point in time they get. Why? Because everything should be all about them. Like, they cannot do. They just want to be included in everything. But this particular one, what is the inclusion that made them come out to say what they say, and at the same time following it up and making it look like it's a trend, and making it look like people that look like me came out to say something like that? Sincerely speaking, I know Black people, I know Black women. I know what they can do. I know what they cannot do. You all already know that this is pure lie, and nobody should actually take this to heart, because I really do not understand where they are coming from. The reality is that Black women are on vacation, and there is nothing you will say or speak or talk that will make them come out to answer you. And for you people, you all should go and meet your, like, you. I love how Bishop Thomas talked about Justine, or what, that woman that after election disappeared. That some people that has refused to understand how politics work did not know that they used her as a distraction, and some people fell for it, especially Palestinians. I love it for you people, and you already better be ready, because the real deal is just on the way, and you all refuse to use your brains. And some also pro-Palestinians, there are Black people that look like me too, that are out there talking trash, because you all do not have any point. Some of you all are so dumb that you all refuse to do your research. There is nothing as beautiful as coming out correct, especially when you want to talk about some certain things, instead of looking for half-baked stories to come out, to tell. They look for the narrative that suits them and tell the story, forgetting that we are all on this TikTok street and I mean, like, I see everything you all do. I see all you all do and all that. I love the fact that you all voted for who you voted for, that you cannot even find to ask questions. She already ran away and they used you people's brain. Sorry about that, but I am not sorry because you all deserve whatever that it's coming, right? See, leave black women out of your mouth because as it stands, black women are like, working so hard to improve themselves and they will not even answer you. I love you all, black women, black people. I love you. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye for now.